What's up, guys? I like carrots, but what's up, everybody? Kier Gomes here, and welcome back. As you could probably tell from the trailer, today's gonna be a good one. Today we're gonna take a look at the Fontaine Carrots V2. And as well, I figured while we're at it, we might as well take a look at the Fontaine Carrots V3. And for good measure, if you guys haven't, we might even take a quick look at the Fontaine Carrots V1. Now, we got a lot to do today, so before we get started, please do drop a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and without further ado, let's roll that intro and get you guys on your way.
Let's go.
Alright, so the Fontaine Carrots. First deck came out, I believe, about 2 years ago, 2016, 2017-ish. These were a collaboration between Zach Mueller from Fontaine Cards and Carrots, the streetwear clothing company based in Los Angeles. This was really exciting because this was kind of the first time you really saw a heavy hitter in the playing card industry collaborate with a brand that was not Magic related. In fact, Carrots had nothing to do with cardistry, Magic, playing cards, anything like that. I'm not going to give you a full review of the V1, but this is what the back design looked like. It was basically orange Fontaines with darker orange Carrots in the back. Fully custom faces that looked pretty standard, with blue pips on the spades and clubs, and orange pips for the hearts and diamonds. Now, this was a really exciting Fontaine deck. I happen to love the color orange. But the V1 has been reviewed here on YouTube, so if you're interested in seeing a review for those, I'll go ahead and drop a link below where you can find one. Now, the Fontaine Carrots V2. This was basically the same deck as the V1, only there was some color swapping and a few upgrades done to the cards. Front of the tuck case is standard Fontaine etiquette. You can see it is the Fontaine logo, only instead of saying Fontaine across the front, it says Carrots. Below that, it says Playing Cards by Zach Mueller and Anwar Carrots. Fontaine written across the top, Carrots written on the bottom. One side says FontaineCards.com, the other says AnwarCarrots.com. This side has some ad copy about Fontaine and Carrots. The back design has the back design of the cards, border and all. This is something that Zach Mueller uses for an effect that he created a long time ago, I think back in 2013, called the Vintage Holdout. It's just a really cool way to produce a chosen card from a spectator. Inside the tuck flap, you can see there is a white carrot. Pretty standard Fontaine tuck case overall, so let's take a look at the cards. Yes. All right, now the back design of the cards is gonna look like this. You have a nice thin white border with the repeating Fontaine F, just like you see on every Fontaine deck. And it is a black background with orange carrots this time. It is a two-way back design, so whether you hold it like that or like that makes no difference. All right, now the jokers that you're gonna get in this deck are pretty simple and they are almost identical apart from one thing. So you can see one joker has a orange carrot on it and orange carrots in the corners. And the other one just has a black carrot and black carrots in the corner. I love minimalistic jokers, so Fontaine is known for doing extremely minimalistic jokers or extremely simple looking jokers, so I can really appreciate that. All right, now you are not going to get any Gaff cards with this deck, and here's why. So the V1 deck did come with a blank card as a Gaff. A lot of the earlier Fontaine releases did as well. Since then, the Fontaine brand has mostly evolved into a cardistry brand of playing cards. With cardistry, you really don't have any need for Gaff cards, so this deck doesn't have any. But you are gonna get two ad cards that are both pretty awesome. The first one says Carrots on it in multiple colors, kind of overlapping each other. I really like that. I think it looks super, super cool. And then you're gonna get this Andy Warhol type painting of a carrot. So Andy Warhol, if you don't know who that is, he's a very famous painter. He is responsible for the banana painting that the Velvet Underground used for their album cover. And as well, he did like the four squares with different types of paintings. I'll put one up around here so you can see what I mean. He's like the Campbell Soup painter. You've probably seen that before. The other 52 cards that you're gonna get in this deck are standard poker playing cards for the most part. Your Ace of Spades is as simple as it gets. You can see it has a custom pip, a little bit chunkier than a bicycle spade, which I think is super cool, but it's just slightly enlarged in the middle, and standard font for the index. So these are what your spades look like. Pretty standard, very easy to use for Magic. They're just a little bit bigger, a little bit chunkier than on a standard deck of cards, which I think is fine. In fact, if you're performing Magic, especially for a lot of people, there's people maybe in the back that you want to be able to see, bigger pips are better. Every ace does have an enlarged pip, and you can see on the diamonds and on the hearts, the red pips have been swapped for orange. These are what the diamonds look like. These are what the clubs look like. And these are what the hearts look like. Perhaps the biggest customization on this deck is on the court cards. You can see that on the courts, it is a standard bicycle court. However, it is just black and white. There's no color on there at all. For the diamonds and hearts, it is all orange with no added color again at all. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the single colored court cards. I mean, they're fine. You could definitely use them for Magic, but the problem that I would have would just be aesthetically, it's just boring. Now, before I get you die-hard Fontaine fans out there trolling me in the comments about what I said about the courts, just know I'm a huge fan of Fontaine, have been for years. My job's to review, so review I shall. Ooh. So to get into the handling, the cards are about the same thickness as regular bicycle cards. Stock and finish-wise, these are basically gonna feel like bicycles, which are perfect for magicians, also perfect for just card handlers, poker players, whatever, USPCC, specialize in making cards for everybody. So they do feel good. I will say they're a lot less stiff than bicycles are out of the box. They're pretty soft already, very little resistance when you try to spring them. Also, as all USPCC cards do, right out of the box, they fan excellent. I'll give you a close-up. As usual, snappiness check. Not snappy at all, actually. Now, that can be a testament to how soft these cards are, because they are. But they're definitely not snappy. They're not, you can hear like there's no, a little bit actually on that one. All right, now that is the V2 Carrots deck. Let's take a quick look at the Carrots V3. The reason why this is gonna be quick is because almost everything is the same minus a few things. So the front of the tuck case is the exact same as the V2. The only difference is instead of black and orange, it is black and red. Same thing for the back design. Instead of black background with orange carrots, you just have a black background with red carrots. Same ad cards, same jokers, same faces, apart from one thing. On this deck, they didn't swap out red for orange, they just left it red, which I like because these cards are black and red, so they really took the time to think about that. Court cards are like that. So in general, these are basically the exact same deck, just black and red. I'll go ahead and switch out the angle so I can show you a little bit more about how these cards handle. Yeah, these cards feel really good. I mean, all USPCC cards really feel good right out of the box, but these are no exception. They really do feel amazing. So here's what they look like in a fan. It's nothing tremendous, but at the same time, it does look quite sexy, as all fans do right out of the box, right? They look good in a spread. Magic-wise, I would definitely use this deck, but it's so expensive and so rare, I probably never will. But there's no reason why I couldn't. But in a spread, this is what it would look like. Show you what a giant fan looks like. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. I like that. And you know, the trailer, I think, shows a lot of how these cards handle. So we'll just leave it at that. All right, guys, so that is pretty much going to do it for my review of the Fontaine Carrots V2 and 3. As far as availability of these three decks, I'm sad to report these have been sold out for years, so eBay. These just dropped on Wednesday. They dropped last Wednesday, so just a few days ago, and sold out as Fontaines do. These I don't even think have been released for sale yet, so be on the lookout for these. I don't know if they are dropping. I don't know if they were just something you could get at the pop-up. I happened to get mine. I was lucky enough to get them sent to me early, so there you go. Fontaines, man, they sell out quick, so you gotta get them while you can get them. Please do drop a like on the video, guys, and hopefully this video was enough to make you want to subscribe. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, so I am going to make a St. Patrick's Day styled video. I am very excited. I'm going to start filming that here actually right now, so so I got to get going. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I know I will. And I'll see you guys on St. Patrick's Day. Peace.